Cause that's like saying I'm asking for a friend. Realize that that's an exercise. Y'all be actually doing that for the whole song?
Now I'm gonna sue her for saying something that I didn't say and saying that I said that. Now I'm gonna sue her. So now I just be looking.
Go
Be
ahead,
looking.
sue me.
You need. Yeah, I get inbox. Inbox. You know you need. Listen,
Inbox me?
you need some.
Most definitely. Shit, like
You
we
need.
can do a couple of things together,
You
maybe.
need some.
Not on no freak shit.
What up? What up? What up, though?
What up, you guys? It's your girl Jen, Clumsy Jen, checking in. I'm wet and not in a good way.
It's your boy T Double. And when I say the what up, that make me think about Martin. When he's be like, what up? Not that I didn't get that from him or nothing like that though. Neither. I don't think I just say what up though 3 times or something like that because it's just a habit. But what up, y'all? We back. Y'all know what time it is. Um, Time to talk it out to be exact. Um, y'all know. Episode 35. Um, this podcast growing up faster than I am, so we got to be grown out here.
It's,
Growing up
yeah,
faster.
it's about to be
You know
older
what
than
I'm
me.
saying? So
Oh, I cannot believe. Okay, so listen, I wasted a third of my cup on myself, on my phone, on the laptop. So let's just say, I guess. Well, listen, we love you guys. We really appreciate you for shooting with us in the gym. First of all, I'm not even drunk. Okay. So this is like juice in my cup for all of y'all who may be talking smack
hey,
in the comments.
Fresh off a nap, so y'all know Unc stay chilling.
He literally, I'm like, okay, it's 9:59. He finna be coming down any second. I text, you ready? Nothing. I goes up, I call. Nothing. I goes up there like this man is asleep, guaranteed.
Yeah, I took a moment.
So he should be very much refreshed for the rest of the show.
I wouldn't necessarily say, but I'm here.
Well, we are glad that
That's
you're here. Everybody's favorite chocolate drop.
absolutely.
Everybody's favorite young Mike Vick.
Absolutely, and we want the people out there to understand that that's just who I am. For the people who don't know,
Okay.
it's kind of my name. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So on to today's episode.
Let's just start on a high note. Can we? Go Lions. Okay. Stop playing with them boys. Because
Yeah,
there's not playing with y'all. Y'all thought, see, I like how they came and they set y'all up. Y'all thought it was over. Y'all thought it was over. Y'all thought the rain had ended and we was about to go back to that book. No, absolutely not. Them Green Bay fakers, they just skid by. We was warming up.
yeah. They won't. Next time around, it's gonna be a different story for those guys. But
In Daytown, right? Town last time.
I think we was there last time.
Oh, they finna come here?
So I think we here.
They finna get mauled. Mauled in the Lions Den.
Yeah, big shout out to those guys though.
Shout out to Demo, my fave.
While we was shouting those guys out, I had a certain statistic I did want to shout out with those guys actually. That kind of includes David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, which ties both got it's 14 games that they have together with them with a touchdown. Ties the most in NFL history for those two guys. Detroit Lions. So yeah, big shout out to that.
And shout out to Cincinnati too, especially since Dio is from Cincinnati. We sorry that he has to come and beat y'all at home in y'all town, but I mean it's just the way it go. Y'all had to come against the Lions, so y'all knew y'all was gonna lose. So, but at least y'all hometown hero got to come home, beat y'all and y'all, at home in front of his sister for the first time in a long time behind the jersey.
Absolutely.
His sister had been in a bad accident, and so she had not been able to see him play at home, right? Or was it something like that? She
She
hadn't
has
been able to
never
see.
been able to see him play live. Oh, to be there. Yep, she had been in a bad accident. She was paralyzed from the neck down. So since then that,
So you saying the Bengals helped
yeah,
make sure she got
it
there
was
and
their
got a
home
suite and
field.
all that,
Yeah, it
right?
was their home
I
field.
mean, because with him not being on their team, they ain't necessarily have to do that for her. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. That was
Yeah,
really nice to them.
yes,
We love y'all, Lions.
big up to the Lions.
Super Bowl bound, period. I've been saying it for years, ever since y'all won 6 games when Dan Campbell first became coach. When Dan Campbell first became coach that year and y'all won 6 games, I said, I came in the house like multiple days and my mama like, the Lions winning. The Lions won. I said, the Lions what? Who winning? I couldn't believe my ears. And when the end of the season came and she told me they had won 6 games, I said, oh, they're going to win the Super Bowl next year. Now, I was only playing a little bit. See, I was playing about the next year part. I figured they was going to need a little more time, but I figured that if they could win 6 games, that man wasn't playing and that he was going to turn this franchise around. And boy, did he. Okay. Shout out to Big Dan Campbell, not the little one. Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Dan.
Because the little Dan Campbell, he didn't do much for the Lions when he was playing for us, did he?
He didn't play long anyway. I mean, he contributed what he did, what he could from where he was at.
Okay.
We was a different
Because we was,
team
yeah,
back
absolutely.
then.
Shout out to him for
Yeah.
going full circle and coming and I love that. I just love this whole story for the Lions. I just love the whole thing. So
Yeah, just seeing,
big shout out to them.
just seeing the whole transition, the whole 360, the whole being there. How I believe he was on the team with Matthew Stafford when they won 0 games the whole season.
Yes, he was.
0-16 or 0 and everything. And so to be
And
oh no, go ahead.
the fact that he was on the team with Matthew Stafford tells me that it wasn't that long ago that he was a freaking player.
Mm-hmm. You can tell by, just his physique,
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that wasn't that long ago.
So what?
He was a player.
10, 15 years? When was he playing with us? 08?
Matthew
I think
Stafford.
when was Dan Campbell playing with us?
Right. I'm trying to think. Matthew Stafford lost all those games when we had
Let's just ask
we had
Google.
Titus Young in them. I want to say it was
When did the Lions go on 16? That was some bullshit.
I want to say it was around the time of maybe
2008. I knew it was 2008 because I remember.
Somewhere.
I remember 2008 was a crazy year for me, but I remembered reading it and then equating it with 2008. Yeah, I won't forget that. Yeah, so that wasn't that long ago. That was 16 years ago, 17,
Yeah,
something like that. Under 20. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He's like late 30s. He's up there. He's probably a little bit younger than I am.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Is it when it comes to football retiring and stuff, it goes by like the age and like how you feel more so than yeah, should I say that? It goes by like how you feel or the age.
More so, well, your job responsibilities. Some people can be older because of your responsibilities at you know what I'm saying, at the job playing football. Don't cost you to do a lot. You maybe can be a kicker for
That's exactly what I was thinking. Jake Bates, he probably could kick till he 50.
We had Jake Hansen for, if I'm not mistaken, mid 40s, late 40s. He was one of the good kickers. Certain responsibilities.
Yeah, well, you not like actually getting like pummeled and all that extra stuff.
Now that's just off responsibilities. Now you run into players that will have the ability to go beyond age, even though their responsibility caused them to do a lot. LeBron James, for example, Tom Brady, for example.
Tom Brady, okay.
You got,
because basketball is physical, but it's not nearly as physical as football.
Basketball is a contact sport. Football is a collision sport.
Okay.
Football is like a car accident. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Basketball is not like that. Playing football is like being in a car accident, which is why,
Get concussions and
that's why
stuff.
you go through all the trauma that you go through, CTE and stuff like that. It's literally like a car accident. Literally. It can be
Yeah.
the close action, even the linemen, the people that was lined up this close to each other. It's like a car accident because you're going into each other just head first, like you trying to maul this person. So
Like, okay, I don't know. I think I'm gonna one day have to like really go into like the history of football and stuff because like what who came up with this? Like I'm not saying I don't love to watch it now, but I'm just saying like why is this a thing for people to just, like you say, run into each other, knock each other down, all of this dangerous head on craziness. But I guess the same way, like, why is boxing a thing?
I mean, they did it with way less more equipment back then as well too.
Right
So
when it first started, yeah, I think I went mad. I want to go back to school.
I think it kind of
I should just put myself
I
through
want to
school.
say rugby was first.
You say who was first? I'm sorry.
I want to think rugby was first. I want to think I'm not too sure.
So is
I want to
football supposed to
I
be
want to
from
say the
rugby?
style originated off of rugby.
And rugby, I thought they was on horses.
No,
That's
it's like with a football. They play real close contact, but they play with no pads, no nothing. It's real close contact, and
mm.
they do tackle and stuff like that.
And that's
There,
England, right?
yeah, yeah, and that is still a thing
Yeah, oh, most
in
definitely.
today's
Yeah,
sports.
yeah, yeah. Because I watch a lot of TV, or I used to more than I do now. Uh, I watch more YouTube now, but I used to watch a
Absolutely.
lot of TV as a teen or young adult, kid. So I've heard of rugby watching a lot of white people on TV. Just saying.
It's a
Okay,
thing still now in PSL high schools right now today.
what's PSL?
Public school, Detroit Public School, PSL
Oh,
is still a thing.
public school league.
Yeah, public school leagues basically.
Listen, don't do me, okay? What I do is you who sounds fine.
Oh no, there's
But
a thing.
speaking of car accidents, I think that was a good segue. Unless you got something else you wanted to
No, that's
do.
fine.
I just
That's
wanted to
perfect.
say rest in peace to everyone that we lost in Detroit this summer and the multiple car accidents that's been going on these last couple of months, bro. Like this is terrible.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too dark, I hate that we get so dark sometimes on this show, but I do want to acknowledge those people and their families, and I just want to encourage and remind you guys everywhere, worldwide, all of us that are privileged with the opportunity to drive, to please be careful. Please slow down. Please abide by the rules of the road. Watch out. Drive. Um, be patient. Have some patience and stop at the lights and the stop signs. Do not drink and drive, bro. Period. Just don't do it. If you got to pull over somewhere and go to sleep, we done said this plenty of times on this show, so we're not gonna harp on it. But it's just been so many car accidents since we've been taping this show that we done had to talk about it over and over again. So please, just don't do it. Don't drink and drive. Be patient and slow down. Those are my 3 tips for drivers. My prayer for us all is that we have traveling grace and that we can get to wherever we gotta go without any hurt, harm, danger, or interference. All of our viewers, all of our future viewers, past viewers, friends, family, foes, anybody that's under the sound of my voice, I pray that you can get to where you gotta go at home safely in the mighty, matchless name of Jesus. Because prayer is needed. I advise us all before you pull off in your car, say, Lord, please thank you for getting me to my destination and home safely without any hurt, harm, danger, or interference. And I ask that you do the same for everybody on the road with me. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Because listen, it's been going down.
Yeah.
And stop recording people dying in these accidents to put it on Facebook Live, man.
It's
Stop it.
it's been an abundance. It's been real bad, and they say crime rate is down, but I think they just misunderstand because what they label, I feel like what's an accident labeled as an accident, that's almost still a crime when you
Especially half of these
red
niggas
light.
is running. If you ain't had no license, no insurance, it's a crime. But I feel like they cooking these numbers, man. They gotta be. Because if you watching the news and if you talking amongst your peers, how is that true?
I mean, I thought it's what you comparing it to,
What's
and
reported
I think
too.
it's. I mean, also we comparing it to what's here. It's been high here for a very long time.
They
And
saying compared to other years, like to
right
a certain other
to
year.
us though, other years
Yeah.
we're not comparing to nobody, but it's been
No, and I
high
don't
years here is for a numerous amount. It's been high
higher.
at once upon a time we had
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right, like when you had the crack epidemic and all of that type of
Yeah,
stuff.
so once upon a time we had the highest. So I think to come
Mhm.
down, you're not saying that you was just like miraculously made it.
You ain't did no
It's just the
yeah.
numbers just changed a little
Yeah.
bit. It ain't nothing that you did.
Y'all
It's
need
just
to really keep y'all kids in the house
yeah.
and put locks on y'all guns. And if y'all kids know where y'all guns at, y'all need to rehab them.
Man, it's just it's too many stories with that. Yeah, these kids with these weapons. It's a lot of stories with that. It's just it's not a thing. You know, we got to get better as adults, and the lesson that we teach, the example that we set, and you know the
And wives,
uh,
wives. And since a lot of us, depending on where you are in your journey, you be a girlfriend acting like a wife. Wives, girlfriends, sisters, mothers, support these men, but don't support them in no bullcrap. Don't support them in committing crimes. Don't support them in going out here robbing people and stuff like that. Because, sis, you're going to jail too.
yeah.
Don't get it twisted. You think because that's your husband, you ain't gonna be able to testify against him? You ain't gonna have to testify against him because somebody gonna be testifying against you. Because you're gonna be charged right along with him as an accessory because you know why? You're doing this. You're doing this. You're doing all of that because now one of y'all ain't set up for this. And you probably was the one that was supposed to pull him out of that. You was supposed to tell him. You ain't never seen the movies where the wife be back at home like, babe, don't do it. He be like, I just gotta do one more job, babe. I just gotta do one last job and then I'ma get out.
Right.
You supposed to be the wife that's telling him, no, babe, you ain't got to do this last job. I'll go to work.
Right.
We can do something else. We can use what we got to get what we want. You ain't don't be greedy. Whatever you got to tell your husband to encourage him. Okay, all of the movies, all of the books, all of the music videos, exactly. Like, come on now. You ain't supposed to be right there with him like, yeah, well, I hope we get enough to get a house. I hope we able to get enough to get a house. Like, are you serious?
But you know, people be acting like that's cliche when it happened in the movies. Like, oh, that.
You sitting up here trying to facilitate it.
I don't know exactly.
So what up, though? Is you cool? No, you not. I'm talking about the DTE workers. Allegedly, because they wasn't no DTE workers. They was fake DTE workers. Went in this man's house, put him in the basement, unalived him, beat his wife, and thought they was gonna get away with it. First of all, the one guy was shaped like the penguin on steroids. Like he was, you know how the penguin was short but fat in the all Batman?
Yeah.
He was that long like that, but he was tall and Mexican. The fuck you thought you was gonna go undetected and you here with a nigga, a black man, African, Haitian, something. He had a Zaozu as his last name. These mother scratchers done figured out a stupid plan to go rob the man who owned a jewelry store in Hamtramck. But he lived in another town in Michigan, Farmington, something like that. Allegedly, it wasn't Farmington, it was
So
somewhere
they
else.
dressed up like
They
DTE
dressed
workers.
up like DCE workers, told them they had something wrong with their house, came in. Now, the lady, the wife is a little old lady. She not Caucasian, but she not black. She's some type of Muslim or something, Hamtramic. You understand what I'm saying? So she had her hijab on or whatever when she was talking or when she was in court. But she was wrinkled. She old. They hit this lady, you know what I'm saying? The nigga then told her that her husband sleep downstairs sleep because they're supposed to be DCE workers. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
she's like, where's my husband after all this time? She nervous, she worried, and she managed to escape somehow and called on them. You know what I'm saying? She was scared that they were still in the house, but they had left, but her husband down there unalived. They texting back and forth. He, with each other, with the Mexican guy's wife. The Mexican guy's wife was in on it. I don't guess the black man had nobody that he was texting because his text messages didn't come out in court. But yeah, like, ladies, please don't go down with these men and be a better beacon of light to try to bring them closer to the Lord. And if you can't do that, extradite yourself from the situation
Get away.
expeditiously. Okay,
ASAP.
don't because now you done made this lady a widow. This little old lady that don't look like she can take care of herself for real. She look like she done been over here as a wife to a Muslim man for her whole life. And if you know anything about that, they don't have their own bank accounts. They don't have jobs. That little old lady, hopefully he has some good insurance and she gonna be able to live, but she don't got her husband. Like, y'all wrong. Y'all's terrible, trash. And I'm glad they found y'all guilty. And I hope they sentence y'all to life.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I don't know nothing about that. That is absolutely crazy, man.
Yeah.
That people go through what they go through to plot on somebody to take something that somebody worked hard for to
Yeah.
get, and that's sad, man.
Yeah. They life, like they life, like this
They
is
plotted on these people, on this man, and that's just, man.
trash.
He just ruined now his whole family now because you
Trash.
took him away from his family, man. No, you ain't cool. You ain't cool
You
at
ain't
all.
cool.
You ain't.
No, and we
Something
don't
wrong with you.
accept you as a Detroiter.
And
You're
you
being
gonna get exactly what's coming for you.
yeah. God's will and wrath be done with you
That'll be that.
swiftly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but they was found guilty, thank God.
Yeah.
Because it was too much evidence. They had them on tape, first of all.
Yeah.
They had them on tape. They had a ring camera.
Mhm.
And this man standing here, literally, the Mexican man, head the size of mine, shoulders probably the size of mine, like this. But when he get down here, he go like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he look weird.
He look like you was not getting away, you freaking idiot. You want us to go to jail.
Yeah, he stick out like a sore thumb. Yeah.
You want us to get rid of your life and you just had to take this man with you, man. That's just because you knew you was going to jail when you came in the door. Just for going in their house. You knew you was getting caught. You stick that ring camera and you case the place and then peep the ring camera. Just stupid.
Yeah.
And reckless and you know what? We have to remember though, we fight battles and we fight against enemies that is not here. Them men was possessed.
The motivated mindset that y'all can put towards a scheme like that,
they possessed.
I promise you can come up with something that can make you some type of money.
But they possessed. Think about it though. How else could you come up? You got to literally be fueled by an enemy negative spirit. Ain't no way the Holy Spirit or God would give you no idea to do nothing like that. Yeah. At that point, you is possessed by the devil. And when you start thinking of plans like that, you need to turn yourself into church, the straight jacket people for a minute. Let these people know I'm having homicidal thoughts. Get yourself together. God will bless you for it if you have the wherewithal to surrender and say.
And if you hear somebody saying something like that, man, get them some help.
Man,
Don't trust that they gonna go and get
don't
the
think
help
they
on their
just
own.
playing.
Don't get them the number like, hey, you call it for
Don't
them.
think they just playing.
Call it for them.
Domestic violence, all these domestic violence. Don't think these niggas just playing when they say they'll kill you, because they will. They punch you in the face, push you around. Nothing. You never know what can happen.
Yeah. So
Don't. Yeah.
that shit is it's for real, man. And like yeah, Detroit definitely as a unit, as a city, as a nation, as first and foremost, as a neighborhood, as a family, we need prayer.
Household by household.
Secondly,
Absolutely.
as a city, as a state, as a we need to just be together. We need prayer. Thirdly, as a nation, I don't want to just single out us, but I live here. So I'm in the midst of all of this every day.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be in the midst of something that's going down in Oregon tomorrow. I don't know what's happening right there because I'm not right there. I can hear about it.
I feel what you're saying, though.
But this right here,
because we do hear about stuff all over, but but it starts with your backyard. If we all make a difference
absolutely,
in our own backyard,
absolutely,
everything will get better simultaneously.
Absolutely. Yeah, this right here I know about. You know, it's just wild, and it's to the point where it's getting so bad, it's getting sad, and it's getting. What can you do? Seeing where two kids walking to school, stopped at a store, got into an altercation, leaves the altercation, goes back to walking to school. A car pulls up, 30 round, unalives one of the kids. The other one is in critical condition. Is it that serious?
So my day was on their way to school and stopped at the store. Yeah, because my mama was like, "Why they wasn't in school?" And I'm thinking to myself, they probably was on their way to school.
Allegedly, that's the report I got. Allegedly,
yeah, but they probably was on their way to school, and it probably was some other kids that did it.
That's what now allegedly supposed to be another kid on the way, but there's two weapons. So who's driving? There's one other kid they say is around their age, but is there another kid that's driving? Who's driving?
Yes, why not? My daughter's school, my daughter friends drive now.
14, 15.
How you know that the shooters was 14?
That's what they're saying allegedly. They
well,
have 14,
yes,
allegedly 14.
Yes, they steal cars and drive them. When I was 14, I might have been younger than that. I was probably 15. I had to run out of a stolen car, and I got caught. The police caught my ass. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're not caught yet.
They better criminals. They career criminals. They probably the niggas that stole the car. I was just in the back seat trying to go to the Miss Laura's to get some Lucy's. Okay? I didn't steal the car. I was just riding.
I understand.
But I'm saying the niggas that stole the car, they got away.
Because they know what they was doing.
Stop playing with me.
No, I understand.
These niggas, little niggas nowadays know what they doing.
No, I understand. But if it was a kid in that age with another kid in that age, that doesn't make it right. You got a whole
absolutely.
But then
it makes it even worse
to something from another.
It make it even. That's all I'm just gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say.
You could have stole the car.
It make it even worse because now you and the parent is wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. You could have stole this car from somebody who ain't got nothing to do with it. But these weapons you had to have access to, you know what I'm saying?
No.
From somewhere. You maybe ran into one from stealing cars.
You think these kids can't buy guns?
Where are you buying them from? Where you getting the money from? Where are these kids working at that these kids got jobs?
They criminals. They stealing, they robbing, they scamming, taking people, they getting money off the internet. These kids is savvy.
So You scamming off the internet and buying guns with scam money?
Hell yeah.
So you
Because they get
can't
the cash.
you can't
Listen,
oh, you better have cash because
they get the cash.
oh,
Listen here, let me tell you something. When I was 13, 14, the young men, okay, that I hung around, that I knew that I was going to middle school with, was getting harassed by gang squad. These niggas was stealing cars. These niggas had bankrolls of money. They had sex. They was selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? These little niggas doing the same type of shit. They just done elevated and doing it in different ways. Why you think every time you hear about a shooting on the news, it's a teenager? All these teenagers got guns. They buying them off the street.
I don't think he bought it. I will probably.
Oh my
Well,
God.
probably.
You don't have to think they bought
Probably
it.
some of them are. Majority of them, I think
These kids is buying
I
guns
think they getting them
for
from
like $100, man. You can buy a gun for like $100.
Street prices went up. Unless you buying a straight dirt ball.
They don't give a fuck.
Street
They
prices went
14.
up.
It's a gun. It could be a dirt ball. It's a gun. It's their first one. They get it. Next thing you know, they 15. They do a couple of, you know what I'm saying, whatever they got to do. They get a couple more dollars. They upgrade. They get that little one to their little nigga. Hey.
I don't really think that you know what it's like being a... No, I know that you don't know what it's like being a boy growing up. I can't say I don't know what you think. I know that you don't know what that's like. If I'm into guns, I'm not about to buy a dirt ball. You know how little niggas talk to niggas? If I'm about to sit right now, what a dirt ball is what I'm saying is a dirty gun. Some shit. But if you about to sell me some terrible
dirty gun like somebody
that bodies on it, that's what they gonna sell you for the cheap. But if it's something good, but some shit that's terrible, a High Point, I guarantee you, I don't give a fuck if it's a little nigga. If he know about guns, he gonna tell you I'm not buying no High Point. Nigga, I don't give a fuck who got that bitch for $50.
Not know. Yeah, all he knows he want a gun. He 11. He 12.
Niggas don't just get the urge like that.
All right.
The urge don't just come out the blue. You gotta know about it. You've been around it. You've been learning. You've been around your peoples.
Right.
You've been seeing them do this.
Speak for every
kid.
I
I could be wrong.
Yeah, for real. Because I'm telling you. Yeah.
I can say that. I could be wrong.
You get the urge. Yeah, you get the urge, and it be around. It's on the TV. All of these drill rappers that they listening to, they got them in the videos. They don't have to be around it. It's on their phone. It's on their YouTube.
Right. You could play with cap guns and all that for that, right? But to go and get something the real deal.
Okay, let's just.
You right. I don't know because I shouldn't even say nothing. That's my bad.
No, you talking about a cap gun and these kids is dying. These kids got real guns.
You want to talk about what they seeing on TV. That's not something that they going off of.
No,
they going off some shit that's real life, something that's right next to them. It's somebody that's talking. That's the only way I'm buying it.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I never seen my mama smoke weed, not a day in my life, but I went and bought some. It don't matter that it don't have to be.
Your mama do it, but you don't see weed smoked right next to you?
No, never. Before the first time I smoked weed, never. Never had I ever.
Okay.
Nobody around me smoked weed. My daddy died when I was 9. My mama had to tell me he put weed in the end of his cigarettes. I didn't know. I smoked weed because my peers was smoking weed. I seen it on TV. The songs that I was listening to, smoke weed every day. Shit like that. It wasn't because it was in my household.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Now, cigarettes, yeah, but not weed. So this is what I'm saying. Everything that a kid do, it ain't because it's right in their face. They get influences other places. Especially these little boys with guns. You got little boys that's raised by their grandma. Their grandma ain't got no gun. They ain't got no cousins and it's just them and their grandma. They'll run away because they boys got guns in school. These little niggas got guns. These little boys got guns, man. 13, 14, breaking into auto repair places. You know what I'm saying? You think they ain't had no gun when they did that?
Oh, they got guns, so they got them wherever, whenever. My thing is, my theory of what I said, but that's That's neither here nor there. My theory of what I said of how they got them, but that's here nor there. But they got them because
Yeah, but
they seen them on
no.
TV, so they got them. That's what.
They got them because they seen. They're not all coming from their parents, is what I'm saying. You saying it like they all getting it from their parents, and everybody need to lock up their guns, which everybody do need to lock up their
I'm
guns.
sorry.
But some of these
I did
kids
not
getting
say that.
guns, and their parents ain't never owned a gun in their life. They never had a gun in their household. They ain't never seen a gun until they got with their friends.
I'm sorry. I said this from somebody that's right in front of you. That can be your uncle. That can be the plug down the street that you feel like that you work for. It's somebody who got it in front of you, opposed to you seeing something on TV. It's somebody that's handling this in front of you that made you feel like, damn, I want that. I want one. You did not just wake up one day as a little kid, 13 years old, and said, you know what? Yesterday I was playing with G.I. Joe. Today I want a real gun. You didn't do that. Somebody had a real gun around you.
Nobody. That's not.
Then that's what I'm saying. So once you saying that, that's not the thing.
I'm saying, do you think that's not possible that somebody could just wake up out of nowhere and say they want a real gun
That's not
after
thing.
watching it and watching it on TV, playing the video games where they shooting the guns on the video games? There's no way possible.
What I'm saying
is that is motherfucking crazy.
What I'm saying is that that's very slim. That's the reason why. That's very slim. That's the reason why. You're gonna see shit on TV and you're gonna think that's cool. And the first thing is you wanna get it, excuse me, as a kid, you wanna like even if you have it in a version that's not even the realest, this might shoot pellets or something.
A
And
BB
a BB. And it's a version of something that you seen on TV as a kid and you was like, oh, this is so sweet. And you got it in a BB, a pellet version to the point where you can shoot stuff, you can shoot out of it, knock cans and shit down, shoot holes and shit. As a kid, right? It's because it's what you see, right? You are satisfied with that at first jump until you see different or elevation that makes you feel like, damn, he got the real one. And that wasn't on TV. He got the real one. You're enlightened by the real one now because TV inspired you to even have one. Now that you got the pellet one, whatever, you are like, okay. Now you see something that's real and really does it. You like, but that right there, that's the real one. The real one you feel totally different about. Then that changes perspective. Yeah, you want the real one. Yeah. So it's I think that's a boy thing for me anyway.
That one gotta go. It's huge. I don't want it on me.
I did it get on you? I don't
It
think
was on the way.
I don't think it got on you not yet, not once. Anyway, other than
That was just rest in peace to those young men. Or to that young man.
definitely.
And prayers up for the one that's in critical, you said.
Yeah, both families anyway. I also ran into a situation where I seen there were two gentlemen that were shot. Well, yeah. On the east side, Mac and Bewick.
Wow.
They were after each other actually. Allegedly. Allegedly the report is two men were laying out on the street in the area near Mac and Bewick, and they were both unalived. And the story is allegedly they were after each other, one unalived another, and another gentleman unalived the other, which was probably a family member of the other one in self-defense of himself.
This is like a movie. This is like, listen here, them Tubi movies, they be for real.
Yeah. So
that sounds like something that happened on the Tubi movie, don't it?
Absolutely. That is definitely something that's crazy. And I was just like, damn, like, I can only imagine how that went because it couldn't have been both of them did that to each other. It
Yeah,
had to been
a
somebody
third
else
party.
involved. And obviously,
Because if it was them who did it to each other, that really was
that's a movie.
movie.
That's a movie.
I'm sorry, I don't
That's a
mean to
movie.
laugh.
That's definitely a
People,
movie.
family members passed away and stuff.
Yeah, that's a movie. But nevertheless, prayers out to those families.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to those two gentlemen in the incident. It was just terrible to hear. I think they have the other person in custody. But it's
Mm.
looking to be a self-defense type of thing. So,
Hmm.
um, we gotta just squash a lot of what we call beef, you know what I'm saying, within our inner city, our neighbors, our people, our community. We don't need to beef with the people that's next door to us or, because those are the same people that we want to look after us in situations. That's not gonna work. Same people we want to look after us in situations that we can't look after ourselves or, you know what I'm saying, our loved ones. So, we want to just look out for our neighbors and hope that our neighbors look out for us. So
Yeah.
let's try to just do the right thing.
Be the change you want to see. That's
Absolutely.
what he's saying.
Absolutely. Let's
Yeah.
try to
In
do the
other
right
words,
things by all
yeah,
means
be the change
necessary.
you want to see. You got something?
For what up, though, is you cool? I do. I got a couple more endings. As you know, we reported that there was alligator in the Belle Isle River. So the alligator has been recovered by um some guys that wanted to take it in as a pet. They swooped down on it and they grabbed it. They didn't play.
I'm saying though, is that legal?
I mean, it was a wild animal anyway, as of because it was a pet.
But I thought that was the whole thing.
Well, he swooped down. These guys swooped down, and these guys they got the alligator, and he grabbed it up. He showed on camera, and they took it back home. There, it's going to be their pet. So, big ups to those guys for giving that gator a new home.
Later, Gator.
Yeah, they look like some California guys, like they was from somewhere, you know what I'm saying, that they do that type of stuff on the regular. So I feel like that gator is in good hands, safe space, and shout out to those guys for taking the worries from the rest of the people that just want to have a good time and go to home.
Okay,
So
because
shout out to you
I might
guys.
want to get in the beach. I ain't one of them people who be like, ugh, Belle Isle Beach. Ugh, you.
Yeah, shout out to you guys.
I'll get in there. Take a
So
shower. Nasty.
what I want to end the what up though is you cool on is a good note.
Okay, well wait.
Okay.
I
So
got some more what I'm doing. You cool.
okay, go
Okay.
ahead. That's what I'm
So
saying.
one more thing, I got a couple more things. Well, this Southfield. It ain't really Detroit. But I wanted to say, y'all really need to leave people alone. Y'all, and I work in Lake the Village, which is basically connected like inside Southfield. Y'all need to stop being so bougie and inconsiderate, okay? Y'all was mean to the baton throwing guy who's staying on 10 Mile in Southfield, which he's bothering nobody. He begs nobody. He stands out there. He entertains. He mentors other little kids. Like,
That wasn't
unless y'all got,
Baton. I was sure that was somewhere near a shot. All right.
it's a fake little, because he doing like the ROTC shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's still like baton, whatever. You know what I mean? Leave him alone. And then now they want to be mean to the mentally disabled and handicapped people that live in their town and basically say like they don't want them living there. Like, dog, you can't do that. Like y'all just really, and it's a bunch of old black people. That's who live in Southfield. A bunch of old black people. Okay? And y'all should really do better. Y'all should really be better and be nicer and be more compassionate to people. And you know, less fortunate people. We've been less fortunate people our whole lives. You know what I'm saying? Marginalized people. These people is minding their business. They ain't committing no crime. Only thing you can say about them is that they had problems and that they outside. They live there. You right. They have a right to be outside. And you can't say that they can't live there. Like, that's crazy.
No, I just one thing I'm gonna play advocate on is one part that I this story didn't really, certain stories with me. I feel like one thing is y'all would know this. If a story took me down a rabbit hole, I could just spit it fire to you. I seen that story, and I'm gonna give you prime example once I'm done. This story didn't really take me down a rabbit hole, and why is because certain stuff I understood, right? So let me play advocate for a minute. Excuse me. Let me play advocate for a minute. The guy who is instructing ROTC or whatever you want to call it, where you feel like he's tossing a baton, and then we call it a fake, okay, a fake rifle, right? Two things for this, right? You can go to jail for having a fake BB gun or a fake gun, which is a BB gun on the streets packed like you're having a real gun, because you don't know how some people oppose to this weapon. Now, people may pull up and feel like, oh, hey, okay, you just tossing it. Number two, you're tossing it in the middle of the street. If you're doing this somewhere tucked away on grass, walk, somewhere where you're not, you are in the middle. I watched them of the street. I'm talking about in the middle of the street to the point where you are in between cars. Like, if cars was to drive, you would be in between them. You come out and try to do this little thing during the time where it's a light. Number one thing is safety, right? We got people running the lights and hitting cars. Why wouldn't somebody run a light and hit a person? Safety, right? That is just not the way to go. Teach it on the side. People can still see in a car from the side. I'm not saying don't do it. Don't do it in the
But that's
middle
what they
of the
saying.
street.
Okay, that's cool.
Don't do it with that artificial weapon. Let's use something else. Let's go a way that's clean where they can't say nothing. Because we are simulating a weapon when we do this, right? Because I don't know, I believe I told you guys a story. I was a kid, I simulated a weapon with my hand, and the police pulled up. So now that's not even just a hand gesture that you're simulating a weapon with. That is an actual simulation weapon. It looks like a weapon. If I can't do this to police cars and cars around us, you should not be able to toss up a simulation weapon in the middle of the street, regardless to what you're teaching. This is the public. You don't teach in the public. Classrooms are not held outside.
That's not true, but okay. They haven't, but that's not true. Classrooms are held outside. There are plenty of classrooms that's held outside, but that's not their argument, though. I can see where you coming from.
I don't know a classroom that's held outside. A field trip is considered a field trip. I don't know nowhere where nobody goes and say, we're going to sit outside and I'm going to teach y'all a lesson outside, and we're going to sit in the middle of public and stop in the middle of shit that's going on. I just don't know
Know
nowhere.
stuff
I haven't
don't
seen
mean
it.
it don't happen.
You are absolutely correct. So where is it at?
Like, okay, plenty of places. My mama just was taking a class last summer when they was outside. They was doing the shit where they cleaned the sewers and the leaves and stuff out of the wasn't it, that was a class.
I don't think you understand exactly what I'm saying.
No, I do understand what you're saying.
Did that class tell her to stand in the street
That's
and
what I'm but that's what I'm saying. Now, if you
perform
wanna be that
jobs? I said in
specific,
the public,
you
or
said
in the public,
that was
whereas
out,
in a
yeah, and
classroom.
actually they was in the street. They was in the middle of the street. They was on the side. They had to clean out the gutters and shit like that.
I did that.
So
I
yes,
did
they
that.
was in the
I did
street.
that.
As a matter of fact, in the public, all of that.
Okay.
But I get what you're saying. You understand? I get what you're saying, but I never said that he was teaching a class. I never said that. I said that he mentors them kids. It seemed like to me, allegedly. I don't know
Whatever
exactly.
is happening in the middle of the street. Obviously, it's cool. So I'm not mad. I just spoke my piece. I'm not mad, but obviously, it's cool to be teaching in the middle of the street. I don't have a problem with that. Obviously teaching is being done in the middle of the street on the regular. I don't have a problem with that.
You know,
I just missed that point. You know what I'm saying?
so,
No, I don't see how, because that's what I said, and now you just that's what I said, and what you aligned that to is what you said. There are classes outside every day. Your mother just went to a class outside every day in the public that is in the middle of the way of stuff
I
going
didn't
on
say that ain't what you said though. You said there ain't no classes just being taught outside. That's what
in the
you
middle of the
said.
street.
You didn't say in the middle of the street
Okay,
at first though.
okay. I said if I say it outside, outside. Okay, that's it. I'm not. That's cool.
So, anyways, the other thing I wanted to talk about was apparently there's some wannabe rapper named Ian Horse the One Walter. I guess he from Detroit. You ever heard of him?
Never, not a day in my life.
So apparently he's been charged with felony uh what is it? Felony person with a firearm. What is it? He ain't supposed to have no gun, and this fool IG snitched on himself and posted himself on Instagram with several guns, knowing that he got several felonies. So he got several charges. And it just puts me in a matter T Grizzly, right? And of course, allegedly, he's being looked at for things that they saying that he's self snitched on in his music. Like y'all gotta do better. It is that's all I'm saying about that. Um, this young man, Horseshoe the One, hopefully he can learn from his mishap. Cause like, how could you post yourself? I mean, with several, not only pictures of guns, right? But them pictures could be anywhere, from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? He could have just downloaded them off the internet or something. You know, they can't necessarily say for sure just because he put a picture of a gun up there that he got a gun. This fool was sending text messages and uploading captions on some of the pictures, like "I got my gun out,"
Oh,
quote
really?
unquote. Just stupid.
Yeah, that's not the way to
So,
go.
what do you think about the self snitching culture?
Meaning what exactly? Because I mean, be specific, and then don't ask me something that when I answer, you gonna get mad about my opinion. Because everything I say is my opinion. So don't ask me something that when I say my opinion, you gonna get mad about. So what you mean exactly by that? If you want to ask me that.
I just mean, what do you think? Do you think it's a real thing? Do you think that these rappers are self snitching on themselves?
Nobody is telling intentionally to get more fame or more anything.
You know,
All of this is my opinion. So allegedly, nobody is. I think that people are you put your back when your back is against the wall. Now you start to think about the real reality, and that's what you got to do to get out. People use scapegoats, like they start using people that did it before. You know what I'm saying? That's still successful, because one thing is, I heard somebody say this: you are who you are in this industry. You gain your fame, whatever, and you can go through whatever it is that you go through. And far as like if it's look at the Diddy situation, look at the 6ix9ine situation, look at the Young Thug situation. I'm gonna use 6ix9ine because he's more so has been through it. He's more so, you know what I'm saying, he's experienced in here. He's got a little dust on him that we can knock off because he's experiencing this. They're going people once you get your people to like you, they like you, you do something, yeah, they gonna not like you. After all that is over, they like you again. And once he said that, I kind of really started thinking like, no matter what, like artists or figures of, you know what I'm saying, figures of that role model figures, people that people look up to, no matter what they've been through, it's people that you gonna get the judgmental moment of what you went through, of whatever the process is. After the judgmental moment, even people that said, I don't even like this person because they do this person did they gonna like you at the end.
Okay.
Some of them not.
Okay, but I'm asking about self snitching.
I don't think that people is doing that on purpose. But the thing is,
Okay, but okay, and I'm not getting mad. I'm confused. What do it matter if you're doing it on purpose? So now if you snitching on yourself and the police is gonna take your dumb ass to jail.
That's what you asked me. Do you think that people are doing the self snitching on purpose?
That's
like,
not what I asked.
Okay, I'm sorry.
you.
I totally misunderstood. I'm sorry.
I asked you, what do you think about the self snitching culture? And do you think it's really a thing? Do you think these niggas is putting themselves in jail? I just added that part because I guess you didn't get what I was saying when I said self snitching
No, I'm letting you
culture.
get done. Go
Do
ahead.
you think that these, the new age, because like we both of a certain age, so I'm talking about these guys now, like the Dirks, the what's his name? God rest his soul, the Vines, the T Grizzlies, these young guys now here that's doing this like literal, like damn near telling the stories of what they done in their songs. Do you think they really self snitching, or do you think they're just being creative? And what do you think? What advice would you give them as an OG?
No, no, because you gotta know storytelling a song. That don't mean that that's their story. That can be somebody that they next to story. That can be somebody.
Right.
That can
Okay.
be a
But when
story
you
that they
have
made
these
up.
niggas that actually they tell these stories allegedly, right? But then next thing you know, you see too many parallels with shit that happened in a real life. Case in point, this shit right here, this Ian guy, this Ian Walter, Horse the One on Instagram. He, excuse me, he doing all this talking about having guns and, brandishing guns and doing this and that and this and that with guns on his songs. You know what I'm saying? Knowing he already got a felony and ain't supposed to have a gun or be around a gun, right? And then when the feds come at you like, we see these pictures, we hear these lyrics, we see these captions. You know what I'm saying? We finna take you in and use all of your own shit as evidence. You know what I'm saying?
Did he brandish the gun in the video?
I don't know. I don't know whether he had it in his hand or if he just like, how you like take a picture of some shit on the table or something like that, but he had guns in the picture on his Instagram. He said, I got my guns out in the caption.
Did you see him with it?
I don't know, because I didn't see the picture. I just see the
right,
captions and I read the interview.
Bingo.
Read the article. But I do know this. He did enough to have the prosecutor give a warrant to search his shit, search 2 different addresses that he was related to and found guns, and that's how he got arrested.
Now, main thing is, right, you it depends on how this go, because you're not supposed to be able to use, but because he's an artist, T Grizzly wasn't supposed to be around guns, which is why he said in his one song, he said, "Hey, bro, take his fucking head off." Right, because he wasn't supposed to, but he could rap about it. You can't, because he's an artist, so you cannot tell him what to rap about. He can say, "We slid on doo dot dot dot." That is a creative mind. That is something I made up.
But that's my whole point. This is what I'm asking you, though. That is exactly what I'm asking you. Do you think that these guys, okay, who is out here doing this stuff for real, though? Because when the cops came to his house and raided and arrested him, he had 2 stolen guns. So that's what I'm saying. If you know for a fact, now, if you just a regular little square young guy that's just trying to fit in with, you know what I'm saying, what you hear, and you just gonna say this stuff for entertainment value like an actor, but you ain't really got this shit in your house, then that's on you. When the feds come knocking at your door, don't be mad because they turn your shit upside down looking for a gun that you ain't got, because you've been talking about having them on your songs. But if you know for a fact you a nigga that got a gun for real, that you done stole from somebody, or you done bought from somebody that you know probably stole from somebody, do you think it's smart for them to put this in their music?
No. But this is the thing, right? Some artists are smart enough to not put it in third person to say they did it, but to insinuate it. But still,
Do you really think that matters?
At the same time,
to the feds? If you know you got an illegal gun, you put it in third person. You say my nigga, you know, my nigga robbed a nigga with a 4.5. I was like, damn, you ain't leave none of them niggas alive. Damn, I came through with the mat. I had to come through to the door in the back. I hit that motherfucker, didn't leave nobody alive. I came through with the stolen 4.5.
That's why
you said, I'm just.
Baby, you said I is first person.
Okay, but
third person is saying, "Oh, T Double did woo 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 da 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 da."
Okay, but even if you do though, okay, so that's my problem, because I just was saying I need to do that because I'm trying to do my writing shit again, and I need to get, because I switch up.
Okay, I understand. No, you're fine.
That's why I have a problem with that. But it don't matter though. It don't matter to the feds. They don't care if you, because that's like saying I'm asking for a friend.
That's how people win technicalities and cases. What you think don't matter, it win technicalities and cases.
Okay.
Is what I'm trying to tell you, is what lead people to being able to saying, I could do what I want or say what I want as long as I say it like this or do it like this.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. So that's what I mean. That's what I'm asking you. So you kind of answered my question. So you feel like as long as they do it in third person, they don't say me, they try to put it on somebody else, it's okay.
I don't think it's okay. I think it's a trend.
You think they should get away with it?
I think it's a trend.
But
I don't think it's okay.
Trend.
No, I don't think it's okay. But what I'm telling you is how I think that how they're doing it is they're putting it in ways that is not like I'm about to say I did this or I did that, or I'm not even about to say my name on that T Double. I'm about to say, oh, my nigga D, or my nigga, you know what I'm saying, my nigga T, or whoa.
And Kim Worthy gonna look at that shit and put it and make it seem.
But the thing is, as me being an artist, you cannot use that against me. You cannot use that.
Who said that? Where that's at?
T Grizzly got, listen, T
Where
Grizzly.
Where that's at? Give me the law.
Okay.
Show me the law.
Okay.
Because I don't think that's a law.
Okay.
They can't and will use that shit against you in a court. They're doing it every day. They just did it to you.
They did Young Thug off phone calls. Off phone calls of stuff that he made people, stuff that he told people into their face. Phone calls, and what they tried to get was evidence and people that really got hurt. They didn't do that off no music. Young Thug is right back making music, talking crazy right now. That's not the thing. You cannot deprive me of my job. You cannot tell me, oh, you know what? Because you did this with a knife, Whoa, whoa. If I let you back in the world and you turn back a cook, you gotta tell them you can't work with no knives no more. What? That just don't add up. If I'm an artist, that's what I do. If you're letting me do that, I can say what I want. I don't know about that. So that's just, I don't feel like, yeah. Gunna came out saying crazy, you know what I'm saying? That they probably can't speak in general about exact stuff that happened on the case. But you can third person, or you know what I'm saying? You can make up a story. If you're a storyteller, you can make up a story about almost anything. And that's just how I feel, so.
I'm sorry, babe. What we talking about?
No, go ahead. Same thing, but yeah.
Snitchers.
I mean, people that gonna just, artists, being an artist, you know what I'm saying?
Snitchers.
So, not that it's
Well,
cool, but
speaking of,
they taking it and they using it to their advantage because they realizing that what's gonna happen is your fans is gonna love you regardless after all this. Oh, listen, R. Kelly got scandals of doing some of the
speaking of, look
wrongest
at this
shit
nigga.
ever. And he ain't even out of jail. And motherfuckers is back loving him right now.
Look at young boy never broke again. Okay. Now, this is my last whatever does you cool. Y'all in Detroit, is y'all cool? Y'all mad because y'all had to get y'all money back? Y'all mad because y'all kids can't go be influenced by this man with this trash music? And yes, it's trash because I just listened to the song for the first time. And yes, because yes, I did do the baby boo challenge, and y'all not gonna never see it. But I've realized that this an exercise. Y'all be actually doing that for the whole song.
I don't
But
think
anyway,
everybody does it the whole time. I don't think no one. It's just a certain part that the people do.
Well, it sounds like the song ain't but so long. These songs nowadays ain't but 2 minutes long. So, anyways, I had sweat earlier doing this, so I think that's gonna be my exercise for the rest of this month. However, I listened to the lyrics of the song in the trash. This man calls whatever woman he's talking to a bitch 59,000 times in a span of 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And it's not even like in that like sexy kind of like way. It's just like bitch. You know what I'm saying? So you just kind of have to like drown out the words and just twerk.
I mean, I feel
Those who
like
just like to twerk.
I feel like it's been different levels of it. Cause you know what? It wasn't accepted when it was said in the way that it was, however it was said before when the old school rappers said it, because females didn't like it, because it was just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So it's not accepted on no level, but they said it then. Now it's just shit in a different way. But
No, it's the way he says it. We're not even about to go there.
okay.
It's the way I'm talking about the way he says it.
I don't think that I don't think that's different.
Well, I'm telling you how I feel as a woman, okay? Okay. But it is good exercise. It is a good exercise song. Like cardio, you know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. It's good. It's good. It's good. But he and like the lyric, you should just give it a beat. And maybe like, I don't know. Like anyways.
Anytime I hear that, I'm looking for some. Nah, yeah,
Of course, we looking for the dance part, but I'm talking about the lyrics of the song is trash. And so I don't see why parents and like half of y'all was so mad that the nigga wasn't coming in concert when you could just watch the videos or whatever.
So you never been to a trash concert as a kid that your parents or
Absolutely not.
so then the thing is, maybe that's I don't okay, because I wanna I don't think it's a problem. If you was letting your kids go, if your kids was at least 15 or older, 16, no, 16 or older. I'm gonna say 16, 15 ain't
Your kids, your daughters?
daughters, sons.
I don't want my daughter going nowhere. Listen, I really don't want. I'm so glad my daughter don't listen to that trash. I'm so glad my daughter don't listen to the trash that I was forced to listen to. Now they have more options. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go to the record store to buy Taylor Swift. You can listen to it on your phone. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go and that was who it was in my day. It was Taylor Swift. I had to go to the record store and buy her first couple albums. My daughter can listen to Tate McRae on her phone. She can listen to it in her ear when we're reduced to listening to what's on the radio. Like she can choose better what she wants to listen to, and she don't choose to listen to Sexy Red. Like none of the mainstream rap hip hop stuff that's kind of like brainwashing us all. And when I say us, I'm talking about me. She is me. These kids are being influenced by this mess. And as a woman with one 15-year-old daughter, I don't want her being. I'm glad that she's not listening to this mess and being desensitized like I have been to lyrics like hands on your knees, bitch, twerk for me. And when I say he says it in the most disregarding, disgraceful way, and just knowing how he beats women and he's just a trash individual personally. See, because that's another problem with music now. We know so much about these artists' personal lives because of the social media and the internet and how news travels so fast or whatever. It's like, I don't want, I would never, even if my daughter liked it, I would not pay for her a ticket to go see NBA Youngboy in concert. I wouldn't pay for it. And God forbid somebody else pay for it. I would have to be the bad guy and tell her she can't go. Cause you're not about to be in the damn stands bending over talking about twerking while he's talking about bitch twerk for me. And you my 15-year-old princess. No, you're not.
Okay, Kirk Franklin watched child porn. The thing
What
is,
they got to do?
the thing is, what somebody does is what they do. This is me, right? You said yours. I just want to say mine.
So you think him watching child porn and NBA Youngboy beating a girl damn near to death while she was pregnant is the same?
None of it is okay. You said yours. Now you said yours, and I'm gonna say mine. None of it is okay.
That's your question.
None of it is okay. That's my answer to your question. None of it is okay. The thing is, if we could look past, we gonna sit and look past one thing. We not gonna act like we go.
No, that's not true. No, I'm not about to equate that
I'm
together.
sorry. I'm gonna be quiet.
I could look past a person watching.
I'ma
Could you
just be
say he
quiet. No,
watched what child porn? Because that's a lie. That's a lie. He was not watching no child porn. Pull it up. He was addicted to porn, but he was not watching no child porn. He was addicted to porn. If he was watching child porn, that man would be in prison.
Okay.
So you better say allegedly, because he was never.
I'm done. I'm sorry for even saying something. I shouldn't even be talking. It's not my time to talk. I'm cool.
I don't know nothing about Kirk Franklin watching child porn. That's a damn lie. So we not endorsing that. That's not true.
So
that's crazy as fuck.
I want to say my last part of the what up though is you cool was my last part. I would wanted to end it on a high note exactly. My girl Janice Hart says she's gonna be in Detroit / Toledo for Halloween. And if you know, Janice Hart is my girl. Hey, listen, Janice, if you ever was to watch this, shout out to you, shorty. She does she's doing some crazy little tour or something that she's doing, but she's been a lot of places and she's coming here, and that would just be great for her to come here if we can. If I can find out where she's at, I might actually try to attend the event. But yeah, Janice Hart. It's supposed to be somewhere near the area on Halloween. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that if you know who that is. I'm trying to be in attendance. That was for sure.
I don't know that person, so I'm still like flabbergasted that you trying to say that Kurt Franklin watched child porn. That's a lie. That is a lie. And you're not gonna say that.
Okay, so
Oh,
I was
yeah.
done
I'm
with
not gonna endorse that at all.
you don't have to. I can literally say what I want on here.
You can say that
Right.
you gonna get
You
sued.
you can say what you want, and
You
I'm
gonna
gonna say
get sued. You sit up here and say that man was watching child porn. You're gonna get sued. You better not say that because that's not true.
I'm let me go use the
Yeah, take your phone and check that. Fact check that because that's not true. That's not true. Kurt Franklin was addicted to porn, yes, but I've never heard, and that's never been reported, that he had been watching child porn. If Kurt Franklin was watching child porn, that is illegal. He would be locked up with R. Kelly and the rest of them. So that's crazy that, he would say that. And I'm not going to continue to let that be said on time to talk it out because I don't want to get sued. So that's allegedly on his part, and I don't even agree with it or condone it. None of that. Okay. So let me just say that now. I guess we can move on to internet mess. I guess we done with what up, Doors You Cool. So clearly the last week or so, Nicki and Cardi has dominated the internet with their feud. Okay. It's been long enough. T Double, whose side are you on, Nicki or Cardi?
Oh, I don't pick sides. I don't pick sides.
If you had to pick a side,
I don't really. It's hard to do because
whose music do you like better?
they both really even to me.
Well, personally, I'm a former Barb. I used to love Nicki, and it's funny because the more I got to learn her personality and just like hear her talk and like see how she reacts to things and just like see how she is, I'm not a Barb anymore. I'm not a fan. And then the music fell off on top of that. Like, I'm just not a fan. I'm not here for it. She's been attacking Cardi's kids. Then earlier this week, was it like 2 days ago or something like that? She came with a fake apology or whatever. And it's like, girl, go somewhere. Just go somewhere. Cause it's a wrap. Just go somewhere with the OGs and retire. You know what I'm saying? Kim and all of them she was hating on when you first came out. Go somewhere and sit down. Because Nikki, you're washed. You're done. You're through. So yeah, he don't want to pick a side. So I'll pick for him. He on Cardi's side.
No, I'm in the middle. I'm not on no one side. No. I never said that. So since I never said that, you cannot do not. You
I
cannot say
said what
that.
I
Yeah.
said.
So no, that don't work. That clearly doesn't work.
Yes,
You
it does.
cannot just say what you want to say when somebody else says.
I
No.
said he on Cardi's side. Y'all
No.
heard what I said.
Now I'm gonna sue her for now I'm gonna sue her for saying something that I didn't say and saying that I said that. Now I'm gonna sue her. So now I just be looking
Go
be
ahead.
looking
Sue
for us
me.
being in court because I
Sue
never said that.
me.
What I said is
Sue.
I am in the middle. I don't have a side. I'm not picking. I'm fair with them both. They're both good to me.
Okay, so like I said, because I put him over the
What I said to be specifically is that I don't have a side.
Okay, well he don't have a side, but this podcast
Does not have a side. The podcast cannot talk. Only the host of the podcast can talk. So the podcast
did she
cannot
come out here? Did she pick us? Did she advocate for us? No.
We are only here to all speak our own side. So
Okay, whatever. Anyways, next. Diddy got 4 years and 2 months. What you think about that?
um, no comment. I don't really know what to say about that. No comment.
Did you think he was gonna get more or less time?
Honestly said more was my thing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I had said 5.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna get 5 years. I knew he wasn't gonna get was it? 15 was the max.
20, I think.
Oh yeah, I was asking for 11. Yeah, they was asking for 11. And so I thought he was gonna get 5. I knew he wasn't gonna get 10. I thought 8 was just like a weird number. So I figured they would go low with it, give him 5. He already did like 1.5 or some shit like that. Yeah, but he about to appeal, and I think he gonna either get off on appeal or um the orange guy gonna get him off. What you think?
I agree with you. I agree with exactly. I agree with you.
Okay. Okay, so what did you think about this? Do you think Latto pregnant, or you think she just bloated?
Oh, everybody. I mean, who would she be pregnant by? She ain't got a boyfriend, right? That's what everybody say. Like,
Who was everybody?
I mean,
Absolutely nobody says that. Everybody know Latto go with 21 Savage.
everybody say he married.
So he married to that lady for a green card. They
Oh,
not
I
together.
just thought that. Okay.
When you said that 21 Savage was married, what did I say?
No, I didn't say 21 Savage was married. What I said was him and Lotto was together, and it was that he was married was the the things that I was hearing. Now, I didn't say you said anything. The things that I was hearing, um, it was just that he was supposed to have been married or
Married to
something.
like a African or somewhere from
But
out of town. I mean, out of country.
but what I was just thinking was just like, you know how many times she done said exclusively in videos that that's her man.
Or is it
Like,
that he from out the country and he
he
had
is from out the
married
country. He
somebody
had
from
to
here?
marry somebody
Yeah, okay, thank you.
because he
Right,
came here before.
right.
He had
Got
problems.
with
They
Lotto.
sent him back. So he had to marry somebody to come back to be here. Yeah, absolutely. Now, no, I'll try to really allegedly. That's allegedly.
All of
I
this is
don't
allegedly.
never
Don't try to
just
sue us because
want to just jump off into nothing because I realized that jumping off into just saying shit, it's different because ain't no way and ain't no way, and I don't care what was said. And now you could say, "Hey, yo, your favorite motherfucker did this." I'm never about to be like, "Oh no, if you all right." I'm never about to do that. Never. But I want to make sure because I wasn't even supposed to be saying nothing else. I'm sorry, y'all. So I want to make sure that anything that I say, everything that I say, I'm not saying nothing anyway. It's allegedly. It's all story written is what I want to tell you. I'm reading a book to y'all. Story written.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha, handsome. Okay, so what about Keisha Cole? You think she pregnant?
No, I don't know. Haven't seen her.
Or do you think she would get pregnant by this dude?
Probably not. What you think? I'm gonna go whatever you think. I think what you think is gotta be the answer. And I don't want to think nothing opposite because then that creates a problem. So I don't want to think nothing opposite than what you think. So whatever you think, I think that. So what you think? We ain't talked about that part.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, you don't think nothing?
I don't know. I think quite possibly. I think is I've been hearing rumors of her being pregnant for a minute.
Does it look like it?
I haven't I didn't see. I just saw the
Oh,
let me see.
because I haven't seen her,
Is
so
Keisha Cole pregnant images?
I definitely haven't seen her lately because she haven't did anything, so I wouldn't know.
AI
Yeah.
says no, Keisha Cole is not currently pregnant. There were recent rumors in late 2025. Blah blah blah
There
blah.
it is.
Now
There
let
it
me see
is.
the images though.
I'm gonna say, you know what? Say
Okay, bullshit.
I did. That's AI. I did say I wasn't really
Oh,
gonna say shit, but I'm gonna say this part. Rest in peace to Ike Turner Jr., Tina Turner, Ike Turner's son, and
rest in peace.
definitely rest in peace. And
Rest in peace, young man.
I got a happy birthday to Trevor Lawrence, and they just won tonight. Happy birthday, Trevor.
Who he play for?
Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback, young dog. That's I don't gotta say allegedly because that's for real. Today is his birthday,
Okay, happy birthday. Let's give him a hand clap and praise.
and he just won. He just beat the Kansas City Chiefs tonight, so he's feeling good. I think they on a 4
What he
and
look like? He mixed?
no,
He black?
no,
He white?
yes. And they on like a 4 and
I'm not
1,
racist.
and they got a new head coach, and they like 4 and 1 right now.
Okay.
Something like that. So yeah, shout out to them
Boo. Is
boys.
that football?
Yeah, shout out to.
Boo. Every 4-1.
Yep, we know that.
Boo. Like,
We're
no.
not.
I don't like
Well,
them.
I mean,
Okay, I don't like
okay,
them.
okay,
I don't like
that's
them.
fine.
I don't like them.
That's.
I don't want to.
I'm sorry. Once again, my bad.
No, I'm not.
No, no, I'm playing. But listen, no, that's to you. I was shouting him out, not his
I know, but you
team.
know, as a Lions fan, it's like, fuck him. Unless he come over here to the Lions if we need him or something
We
like that.
don't
I
need
don't
him,
know.
no, but I'm gonna shout him out. I watched him grow up in
Right, because
college.
I know I know you
So,
more like a
shout
foot.
out,
You,
shout out my guy. Yeah, shout out my guy. And
you know what I mean, it's the difference.
yeah, shout out my guy. And
I watch football just because, but I love the Lions. He love football.
that's it. That's just
So what about Klay Thompson? What is he? Basketball?
yeah, absolutely.
Well, apparently he dumped Megan Thee Stallion.
I mean, the light skin can't deal with a dark. It ain't her fault. It's him. I don't know what that she thought.
They love that's the opposites attract.
I don't know what she
Dark
thought. She was
skins and
gonna
light
get
skins
out of
love
light
each
skin.
other.
Hey Megan, get you some of that dogness. Get you some dark meat, baby. You need. I get inbox. Inbox, you know, they need. Listen, you need.
Inbox me?
You need some.
Most definitely. Shit. Like,
You
we
need.
can do a couple of things together.
You
Maybe
need some.
not on no freak shit.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about inbox you anyway. I was talking about.
Not on no freak shit.
I was talking about inbox me, and I was.
Well,
I didn't know.
at least make a video so I can watch.
You could say in the same room.
Okay.
But
Cause I ain't on no freak shit.
You might, unless
Me, I'm not. Now I don't know what couple of different personalities, alter egos. I got ADHD, PDHD.
No, you gotta hit with the Drewski. You gotta say, nah. What he asked baby girl, he said, "You fuck on the first night." She said, "Whoa." He said, "No, I ain't with that. I ain't with that." And she said, "No. Well, I don't unless." And he said, "Unless." And she said, "The vibe is right." He said, "Yeah, the vibe is right. Unless." Other than that, I don't do that. And then she was like, "Yeah, because I don't do that if you don't do that." And then he was like, "Yeah, unless." And she was like, "Yeah, the vibe, right?" He like, "Yeah." So yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Drewski.
Yeah, I guess. Shout out, Justin.
I think he's funny.
But anyway, yeah. So
this show is funny. Could have been, it could have been Tyrese, sir. I just feel like you always on some bullshit. Put your dogs on a leash, sir. You done got locked up. You even got a nigga locked up. You don't know that these little dogs, this next dog, you got some Cane Corsos, whatever they call. And the neighbor said that they used to be running around rampart all the time. So this is nothing new. And now you gonna rehome them. Now you're scared.
I said I wasn't gonna say nothing the rest of this episode, but you know what I'm gonna do for y'all, my peoples. I'm gonna come back because I feel like I do got some stuff to say sometimes. I just get so I do have outer body experiences, and I'm not I'm not perfect. So I'm gonna come back
We
And
love you, TW, but we give you grace. We understand.
I'm gonna apologize for the incident. Maybe if I was wrong, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm apologize for the incident, whatever. And I'm gonna leave that at that. I don't want to double back. I ain't gonna. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna
It's
bring it back.
accepted, and
But
you are loved. Appreciate you.
but you know, I just you know. But anyway, bam. I said that. That's that, right? Boom. All right. So I said that to chime
On
in.
the Tyrese
I said that to
thing.
chime in on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Now the thing is, I just was talking to my homeboy today at work about dogs, people and their dogs getting loose. I am an advocate against people with loose dogs, and I don't care if your dog bite. I don't care if your dog is a puppy. I don't care if it's this small.
Did you take the teeth out your dog?
I still don't care if it did. If you took the teeth out, it bite.
It gums.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, and they be having like strong jaws, and it might hurt you. Just like, yeah.
My thing is, listen,
that's smart thinking though. I never would have thought of that.
I really got a dog that I think don't like people. And I think about this every day when I'm not around this, when I'm not at home, when I'm not around my dog. Listen, I got a 9 to 5, I go to work. When I'm not around my dog, I'm thinking, is he gonna fucking get loose? It's a man that works on a fucking house right next door to me to the point where he probably irks the dog nerves. Like, you know what I'm saying? The dog is on his ass. You know what I'm saying? To the point where if this dog get loose,
that nigga be on 10.
If this dog get loose and I'm at work, it's probably nothing nobody can do. You know what I'm saying? So I take extra precautions on trying to make sure that he's like, I'm about to get him a new chain coming up right now because I feel like the chain he had was long enough and he's starting biting on it or something. So now I'm about to get him just a chain change. It's something he can't bite on.
Because he probably getting bigger too. Like, dog, I'm not 1 or 2 years old no more. I'm a big dog out here. You know what I'm saying?
So,
and keep on.
And the thing is, what I think is he don't like people.
All this noise. Yeah, so, I'm about to climb the ladder with your ass.
I say this to say these are the precautions that I know I have to go through to keep him from getting loose, from being outside.
As a responsible dog owner, this is what you do.
Because I don't have a gate. Right. I'm walking to work. Well, I'm not walking to work. I'm sorry. I'm walking to the bus stop this morning. Yes, I do have a 9 to 5 for the people. Yes, I do ride public transportation. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Okay. So,
tell them why you ride public. He want to ride public.
I am okay. I am okay with riding public transportation.
Nothing wrong with that.
Because
people in New York do it.
Public transportation is a guarantee. And the thing is to get used to something that is not, I'm not going to say not a guarantee, something that can rock back and forth. I'm not never going to lean. Even when I had my own car before I got into my car accident. When I had my own car, my main thing was looking for a job that I can drive to, but that also would be if this car went down, I can get on the bus line. So I started this job without a car. I had several cars in between, and then now I'm without a car again. So I've been here for a minute, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, to say, basically to say, I'll be going so far off.
Cardi B don't got a car. She got $1 million. A lot of people don't have cars.
I mean, that's fine, but but what I was saying was, I don't even remember. All right, go ahead.
Well, shit, you don't need a car because apparently, if you go by your notes.
Yeah, we wasn't looking at that. When I look over this, I'm gonna bring this back to y'all what I was talking about. But I forget though. But just basically saying that you gotta prepare for anything, and I feel like that's what I did. Yes, I catch public transportation to work. Oh, I was telling you that I was walking to work today. We were talking about dogs, loose dogs. Boom, I got it for y'all. I'm gonna cut it short. Okay, so I'm walking to the bus stop, loose dog. Down the street, big dog, Rottweiler, big dog. I know the person that owns this dog. that don't mean I know the dog. You know what I'm saying? I've seen you and I said hey to you multiple times, but that don't mean that I know this dog. Your dog in the back. I'm not about to walk past your dog. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, what am I supposed to do? But as an adult, I understand I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna nothing. When I notice the dog, because I'm in my phone, head down all the way damn near there. I don't see shit because I'm head down. I see the ground. I don't see nothing for real. I hear barking. I think it's a dog in the yard. I hear it keep getting closer. I'm like, what the fuck? I look up and this motherfucker right here. I said, oh shit. I start backing up. I walk the other block. I run nothing. I turn around. I just walk to the other block and walk down. A kid is gonna run. That dog is gonna chase a kid. You got a problem immediately. It wasn't no way I can knock on this person's door. Wasn't no way I can call this person. Wasn't no way I can nothing. I know you because I seen you.
You know of them. You don't really
Well, I
know.
spoke to you, so I know
But
you.
just because you speak to somebody, do you got that note, like you said, to call them?
No, I know your name.
So, anyways, yeah, that was a danger to you.
That's just in general people with dogs. What I'm saying, the whole moral of the story is to say, make sure, do within the means of the necessary. If you got to put your dog in a cage or lock that motherfucker up while you gone, and people, why you lock your dog up? Because I know it's not going to get out.
Yeah,
That's
because
why.
yeah, because I was going to say, I've never heard you say you came home from work and the dog was out. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
some,
I've never had a
no,
case where I was here and the dog got out.
no, that's that one. Now, my other dog definitely got loose multiple times. Diddy was my other dog, and that was a big one.
Okay, so what do you think was the difference between them? Personality?
She was smart. She was big. She was smart, and I wasn't I wasn't as savvy with pets before. She was a protector of the household, and once I was in here, I would be okay with her just being outside, you know what I'm saying? But being on the smallest leash or whatever, but she was a big dog. She could snatch anything off. Boom. I wasn't putting her on healthy ones, you know what I'm saying? So now I got extra precaution for him. He's on the healthiest of the health, and he not even, she was two of him.
Yeah, okay.
So and then I got him on double of what I had her on. So he's extra protected because I know how, you know what I'm saying? I know how it is. But when Diddy did that, Diddy didn't chase nobody. She'll sit on porches across the street and people be like, I don't even know if I want to come outside, but you come outside from your side though, she not fucking with you.
Mm-hmm.
She just wanted to be outside because she was an inside dog. But then, so the police pulled up one time. Quick story. Police pulled up one time. I was mad as hell at how Didi had escaped. So I said, this is not my dog. They said, you want me to shoot it? I said, yep, shoot her. I closed the door. Then I thought about it. I opened the door right back quick and said, I said, no, don't shoot it. I'm going to take her. Just give her to me. I'm going to just take her. They said, oh, you going to take her? Okay, good. I said, yeah, I'm going to take her. Fuck it. Just give it. Because I knew she was mine anyway. But then when I said shoot her and then I thought about it after I closed that door, I'm like, what if they shoot her? I'm like, man, hell no, you not about to shoot my fucking dog. I'm like, because I was just mad at her. Because why the fuck you keep running away? Stop going outside. You scaring people because just how big you are. You laying on motherfuckers' porch and they scared to come outside. Stop doing that. I was frustrated because I didn't know no better. It's my first, you know what I'm saying? My first dog. I'm trying to teach and I don't know. The blind leading the blind. You know what I'm saying? Didi kind of taught me. You know, when you say your first kid made you a parent, Didi made me a dog dad, and that's what it was with Didi. I mean, from that point, I didn't have cats. I didn't have cats then. I didn't.
But now you're a pet parent.
Right, but Didi made me a dog dad before I was a pet parent. I was a dog dad, and Didi made me that. That's what I'm saying. She brought me into.
Like Garfield is a dog in a cat body.
Yeah, he's a dog.
So, if that's the case, yeah, but no, Didi got you ready for being a pet parent on top of being a good ass parent already. You already
and that's why that's why I'm good.
You already been a parent
because he a fucking dog. She got me ready for dogs. That's why I'm good with that nigga because he a dog. A fucking dog. He a straight dog. A dog. I'm talking about a dog. No, now you gonna call him over. What you
Yeah, but no,
say?
I'm about to get it.
The nigga's so much of a dog. He eat. Listen, the only meat that he like is chicken, and he gonna eat the bone. He a dog. My last cat was not like that. My nigga Smoke, he was not like that. Shadow was his name, but they called him Smoke. Like, she tried to rename him, but Shadow was his name. But yeah.
This guy right here, his name is Garfield.
His name is
Biscuit.
really Biscuit.
His name is Garfield Biscuit Goldman.
It's really Biscuit. Biscuit
Listen here.
first. Biscuit is his name.
Biscuit is his middle name.
That's his nickname. Garfield's his nickname.
No, that don't even make sense. Garfield is a first name of like an old ass president or some shit like that. Biscuit is a nickname. Am I tripping? You guys, no. Leave us a comment below. Do Biscuit sound like a real first name, or do it sound like
and then
nickname?
You gotta drop a picture. No, they can't see that.
Yes,
they can't see that. No,
you know what?
Put a picture of him on here. Yeah, is his name.
I'm gonna put a couple of pictures. Come here, Garfield. Come here. We kiss.
He gone. No, he gone. He's gone.
Where the fuck he go?
He went downstairs. He's gone.
This nigga.
He's gone because he already know there's some bullshit going on.
Period. Yeah. Come here, baby. Come here, boo. Come here.
And then she want to call him, but then tell him to get away at the same time. I don't know how that works. Listen, Uber is as soon as next year is going to allow people to do helicopter rides from Uber, and that is a thing that is going to be crazy. Helicopter rides from Uber is a thing that's going to be wild. I don't even know how that's going to work. Like, are you going to take me to places in the city? Are helicopter rides only for outer city rides? Like, how far is this ride? Like, how far can I take this? Number one. Number two, how many people? Well, I'm sure I could probably only take one person.
You might be able. I'm sorry, y'all. Look. Let me show y'all. I'll put it on here. Y'all gonna see. Well, I'm sorry, y'all. I was listening. I'm only a little buzz. You probably gonna be able to go, like to what is it? The falls that I was telling you I wanted to go. Niagara Falls.
I was about to say that, but I was just like,
yeah, you probably gonna be able to go there because you can go back Canada way. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go like New York.
But the thing with getting in the air is traffic control. It's air traffic control. That's where longitude and latitude matter.
Helicopters don't fly nowhere near regular planes like how we be going.
That's what I'm saying. As far as like, what's the distance that you can go?
I mean, you could go as far as you want. You just not up that high.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. You might not be able to fly cross country in a helicopter. It's as AI.
Because I don't know. I'm just thinking that if you want to get somewhere, you can't.
Can you fly from New York to California in a helicopter?
I'm sure you can. Yes. I'm
It's
sure you
possible,
can.
but it requires multiple refueling stops. That's the thing. So you got to stop and get gas. Just like if you're driving.
Okay. So the difference in the helicopter.
But a 747, they're big enough to carry enough gas to take you all the way.
I don't know if a 747 is a helicopter.
It's not. That's what I'm telling you. That's the difference between a helicopter and a plane.
Oh, yeah. So, I don't know how far that these helicopters are going to be able to take you. As you can see, they run out of gas fast like cars. So, which means because they have to have landing spots, right? I feel like one of the most important things is a helicopter can't just land on Grand River and Southfield. You know, where you gonna land at? Right there. You know what I'm saying? So to say that a helicopter can transport you, but is not going to be able to transport you far, that means inner city. Where are the landing pads? That you have to have somewhere to land. Um, I don't know how it's going to work. They do say it is a thing. It's a very like it's a living thing. It is a thing that is supposed to happen. I don't know how because I guess they landing on top of buildings or something. I don't know where they landing at. I don't know, y'all. We trying to find out together. Okay, so if you know, let me know. But I just know that there's gonna be riots. I don't know how. So
Well, there's so much land and open space and trees that they can cut down and make more open space in places like Rouge,
but
Belle
the thing
Isle.
is, so now you have to make this.
It's
You have to
probably coming
make
from the
this.
Detroit airport over east side.
You have to make this a certain landing locations only.
Yeah, but see, what they're probably gonna do is have it to where, okay, you land in Detroit airport or DTW, and then you have to get a car Uber to take you from there.
No,
But you can helicopter from here to here, and then you do the rest of your trip.
where you go helicopter from? That's gone. You got if you
Chicago,
gotta stop.
Ohio. Remember we looked at the prices to Uber us to
If you gotta stop
Chicago.
if you gotta stop and get gas, right, and a helicopter, almost
But that's
similar
what I'm saying. We
because it
just
got a
looked from
smaller
here
ticket.
to Chicago. I mean, we looked from here to California because I wanted to see cross country, and they said you got to refuel. You probably don't have to refuel to go to Chicago.
I don't know. That just sounds shaky to me. I feel like I don't know. It's coming out, so I guess we just gotta wait and see the more details. Where is it taking you to?
And then you don't know what the fuck gonna happen. By the time our 14 and 15-year-olds go to prom, they're
No,
gonna be wanting a fucking helicopter.
I
Get
don't
it from
know.
Uber.
I don't know who. When you say not my, listen, not mine because it's certain. And I'm a kid's dad. What I mean by kid's dad is I don't have a certain. I'm a kid's dad. But no, I don't get no fucking helicopter.
And I told my daughter when she entered this house, I'm like, listen, you're not going to prom in no damn helicopter. And I was just kidding. That was me, exercising my comedian legs. They didn't really make it possible. Crazy.
Yeah, I'm just not. That's not gonna be a thing. You better. Nah. Oh no, 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 no.
No,
Mm,
I'm sorry.
no, yeah, no, I'm not. I just feel like but yeah, I'm not doing that. We ain't gonna get into detail. I'm just not doing that.
Okay. Okay, so let's get into some deeper conversations. It's time to talk it out after dark. We going up on our third hour, so you know how we like to do on our third hour.
Before we get into that, I got a very special moment. I really want to come with real important to me. I'm gonna kick one and then spend my time on the next. First and foremost, a Jersey Mike, a Jersey Mike's one of they franchise owners passed away from a rollover car accident. He wasn't wearing a seatbelt, but he was in a nice car.
I love Jersey Mike's. Please tell me you wasn't the one across the street from my job.
No, it's just one of the franchise owners. You know what I'm
Which
saying?
one did he own?
Obviously not one here.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't sound like that, but because where he was at, he was in like Cali somewhere. It was just something that because I love Jersey Mike's too. So
Me too.
that was the thing
From
that
their subs to their cookies to the people that work there at the one across the street from me
yeah. Rest in
on
peace
my
to
job.
dog.
Rest in peace, sir.
I love Jersey Mike's, so I had to put it on the map. But it just kind of led to where I'm going. If you remember an episode, we brought up Kyron Lacey. He was an LSU football player that got it into that allegedly got into an accident and went and unalived himself. He had an incident where he unalived himself because he was facing, all that, but he was supposed to go to the NFL. They really destroyed his chances of going to the NFL. His draft stock started dropping and all that, and he was running away from the police, unalived himself. Come to find out, his attorney still went through with the process, and the kid was innocent. They got footage of what they tried to say was his charger. That was the reason that this accident happened, that these people were unalived in. And when the footage came out, his charger pulled up after the accident even happened. The police officer body cam said when he went to the guy to make the statement, he said, "All right, can you just write down that this green charger was the reason that this accident happened?" Now this kid totally just felt like his life was just gone and totally just felt like it was no other way out,
And
and he
you
took
supposed
this
to
way.
been even on a happy note. Like that just crushed me, bro.
I couldn't let that go because that was a moment that I really I was in the rabbit hole earlier about it because I was like, man, what happened with him? Because he got out the car running, but he had nothing to do with the accident. And he went through his moment, his incident, whatever. And now that everything comes out, the video comes out, he was innocent. And it's just a tragic story that, what happens to people in the hands of people with authority that abuse it. Everybody don't do it. Every cop doesn't do this. Every cop doesn't abuse authority, or you know what I'm saying? But the authority that was abused to use to try to get this young man, you know what I'm saying, incarcerated. I'm not gonna say it forced him to, but it gave him the idea to. The only way out is this.
So the video proof of him being innocent just came out.
Just came out when his lawyer still went to court with the whole situation, and his lawyer still proved him innocent. A video came out that his car is behind the accident that pulls up way later. It's not even like it's right behind. It pulls up way later, and it's not even pulling up fast. It's pulling up so slow, like he's seen the accident.
That's fuck. And how old was this young man?
He was probably 21. He was on his way to the NFL. He was about to get drafted. He was one of the top receivers. He came from LSU. Kyron Lacy. Um, um, one of the guys from, I want to say, was it the Lions? Just wore some cleats for him because they played with him or something like that. I'm not too sure if it was from the Lions, but Kyra Lacey. No, it might have been Malik Neighbors. It's Malik Neighbors because Malik Neighbors, who is drafted right now, who is at the New York Giants, went to school. They was in school together. They're supposed to get drafted together. So I think he did something for him when that came out. But nobody speaks out enough about situations that just happen and just get abused and for no reason. And I feel like that's part of the reason why I wanted to bring it here. But no matter how strong the voice is, I feel like it needed to be said that that's not right. And I hope that that police officer gets prosecuted for, the wrongdoing, you know, of of what he did. Because it just caused a lot in this whole thing, you know what I'm saying, to make up a story. The car wasn't even inside of an incident. He tried to
Like,
say
what was
that
you
he
like,
tried
what
to
was
make
your
it,
issue with
yeah,
this young man?
it was crazy,
Was
yeah.
he white and was you white and he black? And now this is modern day lynching. This is the way, even though they literally lynching our young men now and trying to say it's suicide,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
literally hanging them from something with a noose, but trying to say they did it to themselves.
yeah,
We're not gonna not speak on that. We're gonna let it be known. We know we heard about that.
yeah,
And we stand with that family. And we don't, we don't condone or agree with whatever that uh investigating police department is trying to say, because we know how much you guys manipulate the truth when it comes to that blue blood.
Uh-huh.
Okay? So, and you know, God rest Kyron Lacey's soul. I'm gonna look a little more into that.
Yeah, man.
Because as far as my behind the jersey situation, just because I want to know more about that, because that really hurts me. I'm 42 in a couple of months. Okay, I'm 41 right now. But a 21-year-old kid could have came out of my coochie.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
could have been my baby.
Yeah. You know, it just
So
it's a thing, especially, you know, for me,
I don't.
I mean, I could say the same. For me, what stands out the
To
most,
that baby. I don't believe you unalive himself.
that's what happened.
You believe he unalived himself?
Yeah, he was running. He was running from the police, and if I'm not mistaken, oh yeah, he was on the run. Yeah, absolutely. I
And what
believe
he's
it.
supposed to have shot himself?
No, I don't believe that's what happened. No,
I don't believe he unalived.
I believe it was just a
He
situation.
know he ain't do it.
But they were the
What year
thing
was this?
is,
What
this
year
is
was
just
this?
now. This is just not last year. This is just now last year. This is just now last year. Yes, Malik Neighbors has only been in the league for a year. Kyron Lacey just went to LSU.
So when did the accident happen?
The accident happened.
After George Floyd?
Absolutely.
Mm-mm. I don't believe it.
Um.
They set that baby up.
Yeah. See, didn't
They
cause
still
it.
investigating?
No, he didn't cause it. They already know. They already know it wasn't him.
It wasn't who?
It wasn't him. Lawyer released video. He claims proves athlete didn't cause fatal crash.
I'm talking about him being unalived. Who caused that?
No, that he did.
Who told you that?
That's the story you
That's what I'm
didn't.
saying. No, I don't believe that. I believe the police unalived him and made it look like he did it to himself, because they knew what they had done. They knew that they was gonna get found guilty, and they didn't want to have to pay him and face up to what they did. I don't believe he unalived himself, especially knowing he didn't do it.
Police pursuit in Houston.
Right,
He
that's
was
what I'm saying.
driving a
Especially
car,
knowing
so now he's in a car. I remember this. That's what I was about to say, but I didn't want to say it. So I didn't want to say because I didn't know but I didn't know for sure. So he was driving a car in Houston, and basically didn't want to get caught. So basically drove until he crashed the car and and got into an accident so bad, right then and there, boom, that was it. But it was because he's running from you. He's running from you from something he didn't do. He's scared. He's
you
a
saying that's
kid.
why he did get
That's
in the
how.
accident
That's
that
how.
the person died from?
No, that's him running from the police.
But he didn't cause the accident.
He didn't cause that
So
accident.
that's
The accident that he got into caused
he
him
knew that.
to unalive himself.
No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. If I'm his mama, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You don't think?
No, no, I don't.
You
No, I
saying
don't.
they did something to him?
Yes, I
I
am.
think they got some type of. I think they. I'm not sure.
I'm about to tell you what I think.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Okay.
I think where was they at?
Houston.
Come on now. What? I'm about to throw up.
That's right. So
New video. Oh no, no, that's no.
As much as we love Houston, Texas is a red state. They've been MAGA before MAGA was MAGA.
And I understand. I understand.
Okay. And I know you might have said that he was white.
No, not the
Kyron
kid.
Lacey ain't white.
No, he not. No, he not.
Okay, so yeah, he definitely didn't unalive himself. Ain't no way. Nope, he didn't. They unalived him and made it seem like he did it to himself. And it was easy to do because they could say exactly what seems like it would be the reason. But this is what Holy Spirit's telling me. That boy knew he ain't do it.
That's exactly what he knew.
He knew he ain't do
Yeah,
it.
that for sure.
He knew he did what he did, but he knew he ain't do that.
He didn't do anything.
Not believe that he would have unalived himself. They knew he ain't do it. They knew he had a following. You understand what I'm saying? And that it was easy for them to be outed if they let this boy live too long to speak his truth, because they knew he was going to get out, whether it was on bail, bond, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He was going to start saying, I didn't do this. You know what I mean? Because he didn't do it. I believe they
So the
they
story,
unalived him
the story
and made it look
is
like he did it.
Kyra Lacey passed away by suicide at the age of 24 in April 2025 after police pursuit in Houston, Texas. Authorities were responding to a report of Lacey firing a weapon during a domestic disturbance when he fled in his vehicle. A chase ensued, ending in a crash, and officers found Lacey had passed from what happened to be self-inflicted gunshot wounds. This is after the crash. You know what I'm
Okay, so
saying?
pause. So pause. Let's unpack this, right? For real. Let's unpack this.
I'm with you.
He got into it with his girlfriend, right? For whatever reason. Now, me being on the side that I am, me being on the conspiracy that I'm thinking, girlfriend done got made. You know what I'm saying? Somebody done contacted her. Like, listen, your boy going down. Cooperate with us and you won't go down with him. This ninja is going down. Knowing black football players, she was white. If she wasn't, forgive me. But knowing black football players, she was white. That came to her, wonderful person, a wonderful person. It was like, listen, this was side you need to be on. She was like, you know what? Okay, cool. You right. Whatever you say. Team wonderful person. Okay. And she jumped on whatever the police, sheriff, whatever jurisdiction she was dealing with. Okay. He was dealing with. I believe, God forbid, the person that was unalived in this genuine accident was a wonderful person. Oh, he had literally no chance. Okay, the wheels start to turning and the balls start to rolling in the direction of the wonderful person, because that's where the privilege is at. And so maybe that is what this young man put his faith in. He put his faith in what he knew society to be and what he feared was gonna happen because of everything he knew. He like, I'm not gonna, they gonna give me the book. I can't deal with it. I'm gonna take myself out.
And
Maybe
and
half.
oh, go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm sorry, cut me off. I've been talking long enough. I can remember
Nah,
what I was gonna say.
I was just gonna say that that's just how I feel like.
That's what you think happened.
That's why I feel like they say the younger generation is weaker because, that's that route out. They call that the weak route, but I feel like the younger generation is taking that. That is the route that they taking. Real quick. And this was not even something that I even wanted to bring up just because we talking about this. I watched a video. What is so sad. I watched a video one day, social media. It was a mother. She said, I'm just dealing with too much with my kids and this, that, and the third. Well, she tried to drown her kids in the pool. Um, and she was just gonna take all their life and hers, but they caught her before she can do so because she was on social media saying that she was gonna do it, and she was somewhere with a pool, and they said she tied her kids to her at the pool and got in the pool and tried to go down and drown them all, but they caught her before and charged her with it all, caught the kids, saved them all, um, and charged her with it.
Okay, so
The thing is that the thing is that the point I'm trying to prove is that when these young people are saying, the younger generation are not just saying something to get attention. This is really how they feeling. They really taking the axe and going through with it. When they
but that's what
saying
I'm
this,
saying though. When did
they
he
at a
say he
hurt
was a
point. No, I'm not saying that he said that, but the thing is that he's running from something he's never been in.
that
Like,
don't but he know he ain't do it. I can see if he had done it.
but nobody gave him a chance to say nothing.
He did okay, well, whatever. I don't think he did. I think the police killed him and tried to do exactly and tried to b- uh plant the seed of exactly what you growing in your mind to see
It was broad day. I'm just don't feel like the way that
what was
they
wrong then.
when it happened, the way that they said it happened is broad day. I don't feel like nope, that's going unnoticed. It's not no way that the way people put their cameras out right now today, is no way that nobody if the police did it the way that they said it happened, it's a high speed chase in Houston. He crashes his car, they hear a
You
gunshot from
don't know that the police could go and take some footage from somewhere and
I
magically
ain't saying the
erase it?
police.
Like,
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying the police. What's the first thing that people do? And that's why the problem, people say, you don't call 911, you don't call for help, you don't do this. Why? Because what they do? You don't call 911 when something happened to them, because what they do?
besides take forever?
No, 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 no. When something is going down, people be like, well, why you ain't call 911? You was doing this. What was they doing?
Acting the fool?
They was recording. Come on now.
Oh.
Come on now. The people pull their phone out, the first thing they're doing is recording.
I mean,
That's how you get the incident live. They didn't call nine.
you're right, and I can't speak on everybody else. Me personally, I'ma call 911 and then I'ma record. Me personally, I got two phones. I'ma call 911 on the phone at work, and on the other phone, I'ma record. But that's just me.
Understood.
But I'm just
Everybody
saying, I'm
ain't
not
got
gonna
that
act
privilege.
like I'm above recording
But
because I'm not now. I posted. Me and Angelica were just talking about this today. How when God rest his soul, Ray Shine got killed downtown at the Eastern Market. I was right there. I got it on tape, but I would never post it. Cause when I first started taping it, I didn't know what I was taping. I just, we all ran. The police came. It was like, I was just zooming in. I didn't know it was him. And I didn't know they was dead. Well, once I seen the body under a sheet, I figured they was dead. But I didn't know it was my friend that I went to high school with.
mm-hmm. Prime example, the lady that got into the accident on Schaefer, and
Yeah, I was just saying, why
the
would you do
way
that? Don't
dogs
post
show
that.
her was so outgoing.
Report, don't post that.
Yeah, the way he showed her was so wrong, and man, I don't never want to be. I don't never want to be. I don't never want to be seen like when my time comes. No matter what it is that I am, I don't never want to be seen like that. If you look at me and look like I'm happy laying down, I don't even want to be seen like that. Don't even take a picture of me then. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy that moment. The way that
Right, like
it
basically,
was
yeah.
it was too much to even look at to record. And so how did you
He
even record
he
it?
wasn't looking. He was just doing this. He wasn't even looking.
He zoomed in on that shit.
He wasn't even looking at his
Man, I just for
Allegedly.
that reason and then zoomed in, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man.
Okay, like
But
like we've been talking about too much down.
but that's what we gotta get. The thing is, like we say, It's one person at a time, one day at a time, one room at a time. We can only do one space at a time. And I don't care how much I gotta talk about it to get it through somebody's head because I don't, and they say don't say never. So in ways I be trying to say stuff the right way, but you imagine that's you. That's all I gotta say. Imagine that's you. So what you think I'm thinking? It can be at any point, at any time, at any day. It ain't got no identity. It ain't got no way about how it happened. We send our kids off to school every day. We going to work every day. Obviously, it don't matter if you in a car, if you walking, if you in public transportation. It don't matter where you at. It don't matter how you getting there. It's becoming too much of a tragedy. Maybe the report rates are changing different, but when I was a kid, I just didn't hear that. I felt safe outside at least. In my front yard, I can at least play. I don't want my kids to go outside, and that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad.
It's understandable though.
But it's bad at the same time. It can be understandable, but it's bad. Nobody should want that. Nobody should. Listen, we grew up from a different way. Shit, we was outside. Shit, we was riding our bikes. Shit, we was hooping.
Oh, my daughter don't want to go outside. I want her to go outside.
It's
She
bad.
don't want to go outside. At least on the
It's
block.
bad out there. I don't give a fuck if you can sit on the porch.
That's how she feel.
That's how it is. It's not. That's what it. It's bad. It's bad.
And I feel like we was talking about earlier about how stuff is different now as
Yeah.
compared
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
90s, the
Yeah.
2000s or whatever. Like, what do you think?
We just gotta. The times change. We just gotta. The thing is, we can't live in that. We can take structure from that and restructure what the structure that we take from that, but we can't live in that, and we can't expect it to be that. The times have changed.
So let me
You
ask you
see
this.
just every day like shit different from what you seen back
Right.
before. Times change.
So let me ask you this. Because okay, when we go from like the 90s right to 2025. In the 90s, people wanted attention. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people did stuff for shock value. You know what I'm saying? That's why you had Howard Stern, Prince, you know what I'm saying, with the chaps, with his booty, you know what I'm saying, hanging out.
So was people not being a self though?
This is what I'm saying. I'm not saying they weren't being themselves.
No, I'm asking. I'm not saying that's what you saying. I'm understanding that you saying people want attention. I'm like, I can understand that, right? So what I'm asking is you saying that people want attention at any limits? I'm just trying to.
I'm working my way to that.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
I'm working my way to it. That I'm glad that you said that because that's you just jumping a little bit ahead of me.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Because back then, and it was because you got it's all about personality, right?
Hmm.
And that's another one of the differences between now and then.
Hmm.
You know people's personal personalities because a lot of these stars choose to run their own social media. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And if they don't, they heavily influence the people that do run their social media
Hmm.
because they want us to be as
Authentic.
as
Authentic.
possible. That's what
Authentic.
social media is
Yeah.
supposed to be. So, back in the 90s, you wanted attention, but that was because you wanted people to watch your interviews on TV, buy your albums. It was a lot harder for people to actually put eyes, ears, and hands on you to give you the attention that you want from them. Attention was more valuable in the 90s, but it was still a currency, but we just wasn't aware. It was like you didn't realize that. You know what I'm saying? Cuz back in those days, some people didn't even know that TV shows got paid off of advertisement. You know what I'm saying? So in the 90s, attention was even more valuable. Then when you got to the 2000s, right? Attention was still valuable. You wanted to be the popular people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's when in the 2000s, that's when society became a high school. You know what I'm saying? US society especially became an obvious high school. You know what I'm saying? You got your popular kids, you got your jocks, you got your nerds, you got your, you know what I'm saying? If I could just if I could just categorize all the popular people in pop culture over the last 10 years, I could do it like a high school, right?
Mhm.
So then the 2010s, people started to try to come out of that. That's where natural hair, veganism, you know what I'm saying? Like before Seven was born, I had never heard of a vegan. Had you?
Well, I don't know when she was born a bit ago.
2010, January. So anytime in 2009, she wasn't
Uh,
here.
yeah, probably, yeah.
My baby was born in January 2010. And so you heard of vegan. What year was the first time you heard of a vegan?
You know, I worked around food probably
That's the main reason why I'm asking.
98% of the time of my life. So I've heard about vegans since at least like, let's say like '09, I want to say '08, '09, somewhere in there. Yeah, '08, '09 for sure.
Okay. Okay, and that makes absolute sense. You being directly in the food industry
Yeah.
and hearing about it in '08 and '09, and I said 2010 for myself, which probably I was trying to, go later.
Hmm.
That meets in the middle. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to eat no meat. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to put no chemicals in their hair. They taking weave out their
Yeah.
hair. It's all more about natural, all natural everything. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
A lot of different. Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that. And please, you guys, what you need to understand is that your girl Jen is checking in as a licensed cosmetologist, certified lactician, certified colorist. And when I tell you to serve you is my biggest blessing. So please leave me a comment. Make sure you're subscribed to Time to Talk It Out, a podcast, right? That's what you're watching right now. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Share. If when you see the clips, so you see the little whoop whoop de whoops, share them, okay? Because we really in love with you guys. We really in love with your comments, and we want to see more and more and more and more. Absolutely. So yeah, at this point, I am beyond ready to wrap up T Double's birthday celebration because he is the Libra in this collective right here, okay? And I'm here for it. So the scales are balanced. Don't try to tell me that they not when they is. Okay? Love you guys so very much. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel. This is Time to Talk It Out podcast. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're subscribed to Life of T Double. Spell it out for him.
What happened? What I just welcome to?
You spelling out your handle.
Oh,
Well, I
I'm
don't
your
know.
boy, T Double, Life of T Double, LYFEOFTDOUBLE. Make sure y'all tune in. I got good picks. Too.
Do you have any closing remarks? We just like 2:33 in. We can keep going.
No,
If you had something else important you wanted to touch on.
no, I'm no, I already said everything I had anyway. But no, that's just it, man. Take care of your people.
Peace up. A-Town down.
Don't bring nobody in this world tonight, and don't take nobody out. Take care of your
Spread
people.
advice.
You know, check on your loved ones on the daily. Look out for your neighbors, man. And you know, peace is love. So
May the Lord watch.
show that love. Peace, man.
Deuce.
Two double. Hey. Problem. We live. Just checking in. Hey, let's get it. Time to talk it out. No doubt. Let's go. T double gin in the mix for sure. Real talk, no cap, straight facts. Let's win. Mic on. We locked in. Let's begin. Whoa. We break it down, no script, no gimmicks. Hot takes, deep thoughts, no yeah, been. From the real to the wild, no limits, no doubt. So pull up, tap in, it's time to talk it out.
Only been a few hours, but it feel like days. Only been days, but it feel like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do